All right, hello, this is David Taylor-Klaus, and welcome to Mindset Mondays with DTK. This is part of a year-long project giving folks with a growth mindset or those who want to develop one the opportunity to play with new ideas, new concepts, and try on new mindsets. If you'll take just a moment, click share right below this, and invite your friends. Welcome them to the community. Let them join the conversation. All right, so let me pull this one up. Fantastic. All right, this one's actually another one of mine, and it ties into a couple weeks ago when we played with achieving more requires becoming more. The idea to first lead yourself. From there, you can grow to lead others. You know, what I love about this one is, look, lots of people have written about this idea. I got Richard Daft, Michael Irwin, Karen Wilson Stark, Michelle Ray, Jessica Parker, Gil Corkindale. Gil did a piece in the Harvard Business Review about this concept of first lead yourself. The key is, oh my God, there's even a program for high school students. What I love about the idea is it's simple. First lead yourself. Yes, before you can lead a company, a community, a country, my God, even a family, the idea of taking that leadership position in your own life first. Love the concept. I think the piece that I play along with it is the idea of from there, you grow to lead others. Building back into that, becoming more requires becoming more. When you want to grow a company, you got to grow the people. And if you're going to grow the people, you got to grow yourself first. You know, you've got to walk where you want them to walk. And I have lots of experience doing it the other way. You know, how often are our leaders, including me, experienced at trying to get the most out of others and trying to grow their skills, their capacity, their capability, and draw them into their best without doing that for themselves. And growth is achieved through, any growth achieved through a shortcut is short-lived. As your people grow and outgrow the leadership, they'll leave. So any of that progress is short-lived, and that's a hard thing to watch as a leader. You know, several years ago in a previous entrepreneurial incarnation, we built a team, and we had a team that functioned well, and started noticing people as they grew, as they elevated, they left. And they were looking for more. They were looking to grow and weren't feeling like, it appeared to us, they weren't feeling like they could grow where they were. And opportunities presented themselves and they left. And I wasn't growing. And without growing, the company wasn't growing, and we weren't stretching, so the company wasn't stretching. And people don't grow apart, they outgrow each other. And as team outgrows leadership, gone. And I was that guy. I was that guy seeking to get the most out of the team, but not seeking to get the most out of me. That was part of, as the company changed and I changed, it was time for me to be somewhere else. And that's where the coaching journey started for me, as I started seeking to get the most out of me. You know, many of you have heard this a few times before, that the best kept secret to personal development is coach training. And the deeper I went into the coach training, the deeper I went for me, the more I learned about myself and the more I grew. It's a little late for the last company or any of the previous incarnations I was in, but it wasn't too late for me, right? If you got a pulse, you got time. So I think that the playground here that I want to offer for folks is, where are you missing the opportunity to grow yourself? Where are you looking to Help your children step into their best only to realize that you've stopped growing. Where are you looking for your team to grow and looking to get the most out of your team and you've stopped growing? Where are you looking to get the most out of your community, your country, and expecting more from those around you, but not expecting more from yourself? Where are you settling and arguing for your plateau? You know, a lot of what's been shifting from my practice recently has been I kind of hit a plateau, that plateau where it just feels blah, so comfortable where I am and so locked into the level that I've reached. It was starting to get boring. Not the coaching part. The coaching was amazing. That's still a part that lights me up. It was everything else around that with my business. And not the first time I've reached that point. And I think at this time, what's happened throughout this last month is finally getting to that tipping point where I'm irritated enough at that plateau feeling that it was time to blow through, that I was irritated enough, there was enough dissonance, enough discomfort that the pain of the status quo had finally outstripped the fear of the change, of what the leap was going to be required, what the leap was going to require. It's a cool opportunity. It's a great period, a great season. It's sort of like fall in Atlanta. It's 2 weeks. It's very, very short, very intense, and then we're on to our next season. And I like this place, you know, where the discomfort has become enough to take action. So I'm curious, where is the discomfort enough for you to take action? Where is the change inevitable, right? So I'm curious. This is an opportunity to stretch the conversation, right? What are you willing to be uncomfortable for? What are you willing to do to create more, right? We're the only ones who can create shift. We have to create it for ourselves. We have to stay in the discomfort long enough so that we'll move. It's the concept of contrast, right? If you put a frog into boiling water, it jumps out of the water. If you put a frog into lukewarm room temperature water and slowly turn up the heat, it will swim until it boils because there's no contrast. The heat slowly increases until it's too late. And whew, the opportunity to notice the discomfort and to respond to it, to be with what's changing and notice and take action. Yeah, Bill, I like the comment. Should have had me as a guest on this as I could document my last year. Yeah, I mean, Bill, a lot of what you navigated was being with the discomfort, and instead of just railing against it, you took action. It, you know, for it's the way it is for all of us. When it gets to a point where the present, the current, the status quo, the pain that's now, the discomfort that's now becomes enough that you'll take action and move, right? You know, is that starting the next job? Is that launching the next company? Is it stepping into a relationship? Is it stepping out of a relationship? Irv, I love that. The idea of being willing to be authentic and expansive through all the discomfort. Even within the discomfort, my tendency, particularly in the last incarnation or two is to, in the discomfort, hide, put a nice veneer over it. Oh yeah, everything's fine. And it's easy to gloss over. Challenge is when you gloss over, at least for me, when I gloss over it, I can convince myself it's fabulous, everything's great. And look, for me, a lot of the times I'm comfortable enough, even in the discomfort, that it is a great place to be because it serves. And yes, you've all experienced me with times of, oh yeah, it's great, everything's fabulous. You know, this is part of what happened with the last company. Everything looked good on the surface, and on the inside, it was not good. But because I wasn't dealing with it, because I was glossing over it, I wasn't noticing the contrast. I was keeping it below awareness. Awesome, Lisa. Give yourself 1 year from the purchase of the home to settle in before focusing on what's next. Well, congratulations. The year was up last week. You know, God, Lisa, that's perfect. So often it just takes a reminder to get us back on track. The shift I'm creating in my practice now was something I wrote down during a planning session in 2012 or 2013 and promptly forgot about it. And during some work over the last several weeks, that surfaced again and realized this is what I want to create in my practice, a smaller group of clients doing deeper work and doing it longer, doing more meaningful, deeper work. And not to minimize any of the work I've been doing with my clients up until now, the last month has really shifted, and it is so invigorating. Not just when I'm in the coaching, but in the rest of the practice as well. And sometimes the discomfort, always the discomfort, is the opportunity for shift. So not just Lisa, who's got a shift coming up because the year was up last week. What are you willing to change now? What will you step into? What shift will you own and step into? Yet another Monday, right? You have a full week ahead between now and our next conversation, next Monday at 10. So what mindset will you choose? What opportunity will you step into? In fact, come to the Facebook group. Come to facebook.com/groups/Mindset Mondays and join the conversation. Share what you'll be working on and share the successes and even the faceplants that come from it. But the key is to listen to the discomfort, pay attention and listen to the signs. Yeah. So this week, listen to this discomfort and pay attention to the signs. They're always there. You just don't always choose to notice them. So between now and next week, what mindset will you choose?